What's the one thing you can do to win over that person of your dreams? Stop playing games. Hello, 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 and welcome to Part of Love, the channel devoted to helping you find the love you deserve. I'm Colt of Colt Ang, and this is the safe space that we created to talk about all things love and to answer some of those questions that we all have, but nobody seems to want to talk about honestly. If you're new to the channel or for whatever reason are not already subscribed, we would love for you to consider subscribing so you never miss another part of love. And feel free to comment below. Let us know your thoughts. We love talking to you guys, and also let us know what you want to see on the channel in the future so we can try to get it in the lineup. All right, let's get into it. So, what's the one thing you can do to win over that person of your dreams? Stop playing games. That is what we're talking about today, how bad games can be for a relationship at any stage. And the reason I had to bring it up, anytime that I load up a video here on YouTube, I have this program. It has a little sidebar and it shows me videos that have similar titles or similar keywords or just are along the same lines. I always find it really interesting to see what's in that sidebar. Like, what vibe am I putting out to the algorithm? And since this channel is about love and dating and all the pre-relationship work that goes into building a beautiful, healthy relationship, that sidebar is always filled with one thing. Like, every single time. It's always filled with guys telling girls the one thing they need to do to win a man. Now, I already talked about the basic premise of why this is utter ridiculousness in this video. What do men really want, and also who fucking cares? You can check that out here if you're interested. But today, we're talking about why the majority of the secrets or magic in these videos are about playing games or having rules. So today, I want to give you all the info I can on how playing games can be fun and good sometimes, but also why and how it can be so devastating to the potential of any relationship if it's used irresponsibly. Hopefully, by the end of this video, we'll have found a way to enjoy the fun of dating and relationships, but without all the bullshit games. Dating games, fun for adults of all ages. Just jump onto YouTube so a single guy can tell you what one thing you can do so he'll be more into you. Don't worry about his total lack of self-awareness or interest in doing any self-work. It's your fault he's not happy, and it's your job to fix it. That's the politely boiled down version of what I think of most of these videos. And yes, I know I am clearly in my feelings about this, but the truth is what we set out to do when we started relationship coaching and now with Part of Love is to help you find the love you deserve. True love, which isn't always easy, but I promise you it is beyond worth it. So when I see things that just lie to you, like flat out lie to you and tell you that this one magic thing will fix everything, it's a lie. It's just a game in and of itself. And yes, games are played by guys and girls, and it causes problems for everyone. But today I'm specifically talking about these guys who are pitching the same old tired shit and calling it magic or a secret. And they can't tell you the real work that goes into a relationship because, get this, most of them don't even have one. They're pitching you on stuff that doesn't even work for them. Or if it does, it's certainly not the love you deserve. And the truth is, you might get somewhere in the short term with those games. You might get a little bit of attention from that person you dig so much. But eventually, they're gonna have to get to know the real you. And if you've been hiding behind games the whole time, what have they really been falling for? I had a huge problem with this when I first met Ange. And before you say, but you guys ended up together, let me stop you with this. We almost didn't, more than once. In large part because I was playing games or following rules or just not being my most honest, authentic self in some way. We tell our whole, sometimes messy as hell, but true love story right here in this playlist, if you want to know how we got here. And the truth of games is hidden in what I said a second ago. I wasn't being my honest self, and that's what games and rules are. They're armor from having to show your true self to somebody. And trust me, I get it. It's terrifying to show your true self to somebody. That's literally one of the first videos that I put up on this channel. It's scary as hell to share 100% of your honest, like soul-bearing truth with somebody and do it all knowing that they could still leave. So we use games and rules to protect ourselves from ever having to feel those feelings. But those same games are flawed from the start. For example, the 3 or 4 day no call, no text rule. So, best case scenario, you're saying that you want a person who doesn't want any of your time or energy for 3 to 4 days, and on the flip side, just has no interest in talking to you either. That's what we're putting out there when we play that game. And I know that's not the goal of that game, but the goal of that game is manipulating that person into wanting you more, which also sucks and is weird. When Ange and I met, all I wanted to do was be around her. I still always want to be around her, and we didn't and don't spend literally 24/7 together for the obvious reasons of the necessity of space in a relationship. But it wasn't because it was some game. That would be so weird. It would have taken so much longer for us to get into those deep conversations where you actually learn about each other and see if you want to be with this person. You're learning about them. You're watching the way they talk about themselves, the way they interact with the world, the way they talk about their friends and family, the way they talk to you. You're watching a million different things, but as we've always said, love takes time. So you're just wasting time if you're playing games. It's about spending time together, being your true selves, which is the opposite of what games do. Truth is, the people that are worth your time don't need to follow a 90-day rule or a 3-day no text rule or a blah, 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 insert bullshit here rule. The people that are worth your time don't have time for games because they're looking for something true. They want something real and lasting. And as fun as games are, they only last so long. Now, I have been shitting on dating games this whole time. But the truth is, if you don't want to settle down and you know that they don't either, like, play away, enjoy yourself. But here's the thing, how do you know when you're playing games and they're not? More importantly, how do they know? At a certain point early on in Ange and I's relationship, I realized that I was playing a game and I didn't even know it, and that meant she for sure didn't know it. I was using this rule in my relationship that somebody had told me about myself in college, and honestly, it had pretty fucking terrible consequences for us. I look back on it, and the thought that I could have lost this perfect for me woman, all because I was following some rule that was meant to make her like me more, is fucking crazy. That's crazy. So, personal experience, games and rules, play them at your own risk. But no matter what, in the long run, you're eventually gonna have to be your actual self. And that part of you that is so scared to share your true self with somebody and still wants to do it, that's a part of love. So if you want to continue down the dating path with us, you check out this playlist right here. If you just want to have some fun, play some games, watch some holiday videos, if you want to just subscribe, that's going to be right here. Like, just press that button right there. Nothing but love videos. So much love videos.